And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Guys, hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, as always, we are going to be going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. That includes our title. Yes, the Liverpool staff was set for a shock exit after a huge U-turn. We'll be discussing that, of course, a bit later on, but let's start off with this one. Liverpool's fullback Calvin Ramsay is aiming to prove a few people wrong after attracting criticism during a difficult season on loan at Preston and Bolton. Ramsay became the subject of Liverpool's first transfer of the summer last week when he agreed to join League One side Wigan on a season-long loan. It is the third club he has joined since his arrival at Anfield from Aberdeen in 2022, but spells with Preston and then Bolton last time out were marred by injury. He played only twice for North End before 4 more appearances for Bolton following a January switch, with various issues restricting him to less than 10 hours of football in the last 2 years. This has unsurprisingly led to criticism and scrutiny, and upon his transfer to Wigan, Ramsay explained his decision to move. He just said, "I'm really excited to start off the season really. When I was driving up to the training ground, there was a real excitement. I don't know what, I was just hungry to get going, show everyone what I can, and probably prove a few people wrong who have been saying a few things and doubting me. It's a really good opportunity, a good club, and I'm ready to go." Ramsay continued, "It's been almost a year and I've been at Preston, and that when I was out injured, going to the games all the time, seeing the boys playing, doing well, and you miss it. Now I'm back fully fit, ready to get a good pre-season under me, go to Hungary for a week, some warm weather training, come back, have a few friendlies, and the season will be right around the corner. I'm really looking forward to it." With Wigan only 22 miles away, Liverpool have struck up a mutually beneficial relationship with the Greater Manchester side, where it saw 2 loan deals last season. Firstly, James Belghazi headed to the Brick Community Stadium before injuries saw his stay terminated, with Luke Chambers then arriving in January and cementing himself as a key player. So yeah, of course, been keeping you up to date with that deal that we did with the Calvin Ramsay sort of situation, and he's spoken about his move to Wigan Athletic. Now, of course, we do have Arne Slot, who is our new manager, of course. No news there. But, of course, he did leave Feyenoord Rotterdam, and now they have announced their new manager. Yes, Feyenoord are set to announce Danish manager Brian Priske as their new head coach, replacing Arne Slot in the lead role after 2 years at Sparta Prague. Priske will take over as a head coach at Feyenoord 3 weeks after Slot switched to Liverpool was officially announced. It comes following 2 impressive seasons in charge of Sparta Prague, during which he took on Jurgen Klopp's Reds in 2 group games in the Europa League. Those fixtures brought 5-1 and 6-1 defeats home and away respectively, though Liverpool were overwhelming favourites, and it clearly did not damage his reputation. In fact, the manager summed up it in his post-match press conference following the 6-1 loss at Anfield, admitting, "We never faced something like this. Liverpool is a Champions League team and they should be playing in the Champions League," he said. He will now be managing himself in the Champions League, with Feyenoord finishing second in the Eredivisie in Slot's final campaign and therefore qualifying for the league stage. That means he could come up against the Reds in a new expanded competition, which with the club set for 8 group games against different opponents. So yes, of course, they have now announced their new manager. Yeah, good to see that everyone has kind of moved on. Now, I just want to say as well, with regards to Andy Robertson, you've probably seen news circulating over social media with regards to him limped off in training, but it has been sort of said that it's not too bad and he should be okay. Obviously, that had been a huge blow the days before the opener. Of course, they've already been out there and all that kind of stuff now. So yeah, it does seem as though he's going to be perfectly fine. Now let's get to the main news, guys. Yes, in shock news for some of you guys, but despite Liverpool offering Adrian a new 1-year contract stay and it being reported that the Spanish goalkeeper was going to be signing a new deal, it is being reported in Spain that the third choice goalkeeper will now head to La Liga. Adrian's current terms with the Reds expire at the end of the month, after which point he'll be able to join another club as a free agent. However, Liverpool are hoping to keep the 37-year-old for another season, confirming last week that a new contract had been offered. This comes despite Adrian openly admitting he would be eager to join a La Liga side one day. A return to Spain now appears more likely than extending his stay at Liverpool to a 6th season, as reports in Spain has stated that he's put aside the Reds' offer in a shock U-turn. That is claimed it would be in favour of rejoining boyhood club Real Betis as a replacement for Claudio Bravo, who will himself depart on a free transfer. Adrian would join up back to first choice stopper Roy Silva, an alternate option Fran Vitesse, effectively taking up his role as Liverpool third choice. There have already been conversations between Adrian and Real Betis, with the veteran having been free to speak to clubs outside of England since the turn of the year. Adrian came through the academy at Real Betis, spending 15 years on the books, including a season as number one before heading to the Premier League with West Ham United. If he, of course, does reject this offer, it would force the club into the transfer market for a new third-choice goalkeeper at a time when they already need to replace Kelleher as number two. Kelleher has set his sights on becoming a regular starter, if not at Liverpool elsewhere, which could necessitate a new backup to be signed. This is partly why the club will have been eager to retain Adrian, all along with further continually following the departures of goalkeeping coaches John Achterberg and Jack Robinson. Bringing in a new number two and a new number three, as well as restructuring the coaching staff, would be a major overhaul, which is not ideal given the summer also sees a new head coach. Liverpool have, however, already been credited with interest in English goalkeeper Alex McCarthy, who could leave Southampton as a free agent. McCarthy has been offered a new deal at St Mary's, but the prospect of replacing Adrian could be a tempting one. That scenario could even prove beneficial to Liverpool, with McCarthy eligible as a homegrown player, which could cater for Kelleher's exit. Academy graduate Jaros, 22, and also homegrown, could be considered for a promotion to the first team squad too, having impressed on loan at Storm Graz last season. So yes, Adrian now looking like he is going to be leaving in a shock development. Of course, it did seem as though the Spanish goalkeeper was going to be staying. However, in his sort of twilight years of his career, you can't blame the man for trying to go out to his boyhood club, if you like, and trying to play a bit more, because he's not really going to get a sniff within our team at this moment in time, but it does seem as though he's going to be rejecting the contract offer in a huge U-turn and head out to La Liga in a shock development, yes. But I do think, wasting a homegrown spot on Adrian wouldn't prove a pip great for us. As I said, I've seen a report that we could only sign 2 foreign players, and us retaining Adrian just wouldn't make sense, because I do think we can sign a few more players. So if Adrian does leave, we probably have to, if we get McCarthy or someone like that, then it would probably be better, and then we can sign more foreign exports. But Liverpool fans, that's all I've really got for you today. Do let me know your thoughts on the news with regards to Adrian. Are you in shock in regards to it, him leaving and turning down Liverpool? As I said, the third choice goalkeeper role is absolutely easy. You do have to do literally he/haw. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and as always, guys, check out our clothing store, copbackclothing.com. Link is down there in the old description. Or as stated, go to copbackclothing.com. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.